as you can probably tell by the effect the wind's having on my hair. It's a cold night. It's a cold February night in Nottingham. I've always said this is the coldest month, and I've always said these are the type of fixtures that Notts always struggling against big, tough, physical teams like Gillingham. And there hasn't been a draw in this fixture in over a decade. Someone's always won and someone's always lost. Before September, both teams had won twice on the other one's patch. We had 2 wins at Priestfield, they had 2 wins here. But they won at Priestfield, so is this going to be now the time where the home teams take their time in this fixture? We can go up into 3rd with a point, but we can go 2nd with a win. However, we've never beaten Gillingham at home since we returned to the league. Time to make it 5 wins on the bounce, hopefully. Come on, Notts, go on you pies. Let's do this. A few changes. No Shatter, he did go off with a bit of an injury last weekend, which on Saturday evening. Jones is not in the squad at all, so Kuyar starts at wing back. Hall and Neopendo behind Dennis. What's going on?
Full level.
We need to get to the wings quicker, that's what I will say so far. We do need to get it there quicker. First one was a lovely ball over to Cerula. Cerula crossed in, no one was there though. Got to physically stand up to them because you know what these are like. We've played Gillingham so many times. You know what Gareth Ainsworth teams are like. You've got to stand up to them. We're winning the ball back well in high areas. Said Palmer Holden had their first shot wide. Good defending by Platt and Macquarie, denied them anything in the area then. Paul has got to get in the game for me.
That's bad.
That's a Kevin special. Corner cleared, but once again we were first to it. And Ollie Norburn with a great pass to Scott Robertson, who had so much space. I don't know why he had so much space. I don't know what their defence were doing then. Then Robertson with a Kedwin Scott style finish, near post. We've been here before, we've been leading Gillingham at home before and we've still lost. Still need to be wary of them. Oh, Nick Cerula so close to making it 2-0 there. Really good move. Dennis with really good awareness on the ball. I think Cerula missed because he was so shocked that Dennis passed. Oh, but the keeper was rooted. Glenn Morris was rooted. Inches away from making it 2-0. That's Kuyar's now done a Nick Cerula, but from the other wing. Cut inside. Floating effort into the far corner and it's just wide. We definitely deserve the lead here. We're pressing well, we're winning the ball in high areas, we're battling, we're winning the seconds. We've limited them to very few opportunities and we're limited Josh Andrews at the minute to very little space in which to, where he can play his game of holding the ball up. Look who's back from his world tour.
Hey, how about that? Attritional, I think is the phrase. But, I don't know what happened really when Robbo got that ball with nobody within the same postcode. Everybody disappeared, left him the freedom of the penalty box. And just as the keeper thought he was going to smash it into the far corner, he just rolled it into the near post. Absolutely. What a real bit of class. Where's Kuyar today? Well, he's doing the job of 2 men tonight. He's doing absolutely fantastically. He so deserves a goal. His work rate is incredible. His first touch is brilliant. Gillingham are a big side. They're a threat. They're going to be a big threat second half for sure. They're big, they're physical, but they're fair. I don't think they're doing anything that's not right. But they're a proper physical challenge. And it's great that we've got a team that don't roll over under that, because in previous seasons I think we might really be struggling here tonight.
Oh, he's done him. No, he hasn't. Yes. They've upped their press this off Gillingham over them. We've had a bit less of the ball. We kind of need to get out a bit, have a spell of possession. Need to change it a bit, to be honest, because we're not as far forward with the ball as we were. Paul and Pendo dropping a bit deeper than normal. Maybe it's a game for Leon Love to give them something to think about. Yes. You sausage. And Love, he's on for Holness, he's on for McCory. Don't mind them, we need someone up front, we need Love's presence up front to help us. They're going extra physical as well, it seems. Ness can deal with the physicality just that bit better in my opinion, although McCory has played well. We're starting to get this end now, we just have one cleared off the line. Must get a second, because these will always be in it with the way they can score. Their physicality means chaos can unfold and anything can happen. Love could have took a touch there and took his time. He did not need to hit that first time. Good play by Bennett and Kuyar linking up well. Great ball by Bennett. And Love really should have finished the game there. And now we put the pressure back on ourselves. We really need to stop sitting deep. James Belshaw! My word, we're making this difficult. Can we please get out the box? The liner with his flag up. 40 seconds of added time remaining, a 4 added on. My word, we're making this difficult. Yes! Come on!
I don't think I would necessarily have chosen second half to play for the 1-0. We closed all the space down, and when they did get the chance, Belshaw was the man who raised it. You can hear what they all think about it. He's one of our own. You pies!
Yes, you might realise in these two, in the Fleetwood video, that I am literally recording this Gillingham outro straight after the Fleetwood outro, hence the same hoodie. But yes, 5 wins in a row. Pato now has more league wins in a row than Maynard. And you know what? That was resilience. It was deserved in the end. I thought we were really good in the first half. Our press was good. We won the ball back in high areas of the pitch in Gillingham's half. We created chances to be enough chances to be ahead at half time. We were ahead at half time. Before the goal though, there were some opportunities. Obviously, I remember Kuyar put a ball across the box where Dennis just misses it, having slid in. The corner before the goal as well, we break, and Robbo does really well. And eventually it finds its way out to Norburn, and then Glenn Morris makes a really good save from a shot outside the area. I don't know if you saw it late or not. But after a corner is cleared, it falls to Norburn. He picks out Scott Robertson, who is in acres of space, and he does the Kedwin Scott and puts it in the bottom corner. Really lovely finish. Cerula and Kuyar both had chances where they cut in and went for the far post and just ended up curling it wide both times, the pair of them. But Gillingham did have, what was it? I think they had like 2 chances where Palmer Holden put it wide but it was good defending by McCarry. He had it covered. And then one where Robbo misplaces a pass and they eventually, I don't know, does it find its way through to Palmer Holden or Hale? But Belshaw is literally like right there. As soon as he notices the danger, he's out there. Second half, I thought that energy slowed. There were reasons. Our legs, we had tiring legs. That's a very valid reason. We have played Saturday, Tuesday for a while. Our press wasn't as good. That's not to say we still didn't have chances. Cerula, I think it was it Robertson? No, it might be Robertson with a free kick that was just wide. Robertson played the Appender in, and his low ball just misses Dent. It's good defending by their centre half, but Dennis and Badeau are waiting to tap it in. Platt has one cleared off the line from a Kuyar corner, Another good delivery by Maz, and it's clear off the line. It's going in and all, which is so frustrating. But then I feel like we bring it upon ourselves. You know, Gillingham started to make it a bit more of a battle in the second half. They started to increase their press as the game went on. Started to make it a bit more of a battle, and that's where I thought Pato got his subs right, where he brought Ness on, and he brought on and Love, because we needed someone up front as well to make them think about. We needed to give something for them to think about. I still think he should have scored from that chance late on, though. Still think he should take a touch and put it in the corner, but you know, it's in the record books now with 1-1-0. I thought our pressing went down in the second half. I thought it wasn't as good as it was in the first. We kind of just like retreated further backwards as the game went on. Keenan Bennett's came on. I thought he could have, you know, maybe pressed a bit better. Like the Fleetwood game, it was a game for battlers, especially later on. Whilst I don't think he is by all means amazing in possession, I would have bought Grant on out, just to like do a job out of possession, press forward and give them something to think about. Retreated further and further, and then it got a bit tight in the penalty area. Inadvertently, you know, they play a pass, Maz inadvertently plays it back to them, and it's eventually played to Bradley Dack, but he's offside, and Vokes, it's good save by Belshaw, but Dack was offside, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. But then in added time, my word, Bordeaux just wanders off and leaves, I think it's Dack just completely free. That's a really good save by Belshaw. Then the ball comes back in, eventually it's headed, and then their player heads it straight at Belshaw. Good save, Dack's offside on the rebound. This is why I don't buy this whole Gillingham deserved a point thing. Like, they only really, I feel like, not just did we bring it upon ourselves a little bit, but also like the real proper like clear-cut chances were only created with like, you know, 15 minutes remaining or something like that. 10-15 minutes remaining. Their best two chances really fell in added time. I felt we did enough to win the game. I thought we had enough chances to make it more than a 1-goal lead, but you know, a win's a win, you take it. They're the sort of wins as well that win your promotion, when you grind it out. When they're in, and I thought Ness was really good when he came on, just constantly winning headers all the time. Pender's just got an absolute engine on him, as I said before. I thought Kuyard had a decent game. Obviously not as technically gifted as Jody, but you can't fault his work rate. I thought Norburn again, absolutely solid. Once again, Ollie Norburn just making things tick for us. Deserved win in the end, 5 in a row, and up to second. Would you believe it? Second place. If you enjoyed the vlog, give it a like, comment down below your thoughts on the game. Stay subscribed if you're subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Be safe, be champions, and as always, Toulouche.